What if? What if you could literally see hope? Like a physical sign of it appearing on your own body. Well, today we're going to dive into this just incredibly powerful story about a man named Doron. In just 2 weeks, he found exactly that, a real physical sign of his own resilience against the challenges of multiple sclerosis.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll look at the specific challenge he was up against. Then, we'll pinpoint the exact muscle he targeted. After that, we'll walk through his absolutely intense 2 weeks of work, see his amazing discovery, and then, at the end, we'll unpack the huge message this has for every single one of us.
You know, it all kicked off with just a moment of pure, raw decision. Doron, who actually documents his whole journey on his show My MS, My Rules, he just decided, that's it, I'm taking this on. He was going to confront one of his biggest mobility issues head on. And listen, this wasn't some casual thing. No. This was a full-on declaration of intent. All right, so first things first, what exactly was this mountain he set out to climb? Well, it's a condition known as foot drop.
Okay, so drop foot. For a lot of people, especially folks dealing with MS, this is a huge obstacle. Basically, it means that the muscle that's supposed to lift the front of your foot when you walk, it gets weak. And that makes it super hard to clear the ground. You can imagine, right? It leads to tripping, falling, it just completely changes the way you move. This was the bullseye for Doron.
So, if foot drop is the problem, what's the solution? Well, for Doron, the answer was focus. I mean, laser-like precision on one single muscle. Go ahead, you can actually feel this yourself. Just feel the front of your shin, right there. That's the spot. It's the muscle you use when you tap your foot. I mean, it's a muscle most of us never even think about, right? But when it comes to just walking normally, it is absolutely crucial.
Okay, let's get a little technical for a second. The proper name is the tibialis anterior. And its job? Super simple, but totally vital. Lift the foot up. That's it. When it's weak, you get foot drop. When it's strong, you walk smoothly. Doron's whole plan, his entire mission, was to strengthen this one muscle.
And this really lays out the stakes perfectly, doesn't it? I mean, look at the two sides here. On one side, you've got the consequences of a weak muscle. And on the other, the goal, the promised land, right? An effective lift, a smoother walk, better stability. And the path from here to there? Well, that was going to take pure, focused, relentless work.
All right, so Doron had his target locked in. Now came the tough part, an intense, super focused journey to see if he could actually make a real physical difference. And the time frame he set, honestly, it was just audacious. We're not talking 2 months or 2 years, just 2 weeks. He wanted to see if an insane amount of dedicated effort could produce a result you could actually see, and fast.
And believe me, when he said intense, he wasn't kidding. This was not a go to the gym for an hour kind of thing. In his own words, he was on it from morning till night. Just an obsessive, relentless focus on firing up and strengthening that one single muscle. And you could see the progress, step by step. It was so methodical. He started small, lifting just 1 single kilo with his foot. Then he pushed, day in, day out, he got to 2 kilos, then 3, then 4. And then he hit 5 kilos. I mean, every single one of those steps was its own little victory, each one building on the one before.
Okay, so this is the moment, right? After 2 weeks of this absolutely relentless work, what happened? What did he actually have to show for it? What was the result of all that effort?
This really is the moment we've been building to. Because, you can work hard, you can feel stronger, but Doron, he was looking for proof. He needed something he could actually see.
And then he saw it. He looks down at his leg and there's something new, a little bulge, a defined line that just wasn't there before. His words were that it looked like a tendon that had suddenly come to life. This was it. This was the physical proof he'd been working so hard for.
And you know what? He was exactly right. That little bulge was the tendon of his tibialis anterior muscle. See, a tendon is basically a super strong cord that connects your muscle to the bone. So as Doron's muscle got stronger and fuller from all that training, it started to push the tendon out, making it more visible. This wasn't just in his head. This was real anatomy responding to real effort. This was proof. So this discovery, while super personal, it carries a message that's just so much bigger than one muscle or one guy. Let's zoom out a bit and really understand what this tendon of hope really means for all of us.
And honestly, Doran said it best himself. He didn't see this as just his victory. He saw it as a symbol for anyone and everyone facing a challenge. It's this beautiful testament to the idea that with focus, with real effort, you can create change you can actually see and feel.
So what do we take away from this? The lessons here are huge. First, our bodies can and do respond. Second, that kind of intense focus, it gets tangible results. It shows us that even when you're facing something like a chronic illness, you are not powerless. And sometimes the tiniest physical sign can be the biggest win for your mind. It's a reminder that hope, well, hope isn't just a feeling. It's something you can build, one repetition at a time.
And that really leaves all of us with a question to think about, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if your challenge is physical or mental or something else entirely. What's that small, tangible sign of progress you can work towards? What's the tenet of hope that you can bring to life for yourself?